Hello friends, my name is Vivek Sharma. Today we can cover this interesting problem that's called partition labels. So in this problem we have been given a string of lowercase English letters and we want to partition this string into as many parts as possible so that each letter appears in at most one part. And we need to return a list of the size of these parts. Alright. So the given constraint here is s will have the length from 1 to 500 and s will consist only lowercase English letters. Alright, so let's quickly jump to the whiteboard here. I copied this string here. Now let's see what this problem is saying. So let's see this a, right? So a is here, 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 right? I don't see a in the remaining part of this string, right? So here is index is 8, so basically this partition would be 8 minus 0 plus 1, so it would be 9. Why we are adding 1 here? Because if we will count from here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, because it is a zeroth index, so that's why we need to add 1, right? Now let's see other characters here as well. So we found one partition, this partition. Now let's see for D, right? So D is here, D is here, there is no other D. Okay, so this might be one possible partition, right? Now let's search other characters. So E is here, E is here, E is here as well. Okay, so we can extend this partition to till E, right? Now G is not anywhere else, F is not also anywhere else, so we can say this is another partition. Okay, and this partition length would be 15 minus 9 plus 1, so this would be 7. All right, now the of course remaining partition we need to check, okay, if it is uh, really the partition, right? So H is here, H is here, similarly I is here, I is here, J is here, and then J is here, and K, L, L, they are single, right? So the remaining partition length would be 23 minus 16 plus 1, and that would be 8. So our output would be 9 comma 7 comma 8. So I hope this is clear how we are determining. We are just finding one character and we are saying, okay, this is still this partition, and we are finding other characters as well, right? We are finding other characters as well. This should be in the same partition only, right? They should not be like in the different partition. If they are in the different partition, then we need to extend this partition till that character. So I hope this is clear. Now let's quickly jump to the solution part, like how we are going to solve this problem. So one thing is clear: once we are determining the length of the partition, we need to keep a track of index somewhere, right? All these indices. Why? Because based on the index we can easily subtract from the current index to the previous index. We can easily find the length, right? That is the one reason, right, to have the index, right? Another thing we can think of here, we need to have additional, I mean we need to have necessarily one for loop as well, right? With the help of that for loop we will keep iterating each and every character, and then we will find that this character, how far this character is there in this string, right? So for example, if we pick A, and then we will check, okay, where is A? It can go till maximum, so A can go to 2, A can go to 6, and A can go to 8. This is the maximum index in this string A can go. That's what we need to find. Why we need to find the maximum index? Because that's how we can decide the boundary. Okay, this is the maximum index, we can cut off this boundary here, and then we can check other letters or other characters as well if they are falling under this boundary or not. If they are falling under this boundary, then well and good, we will calculate this like 8 minus 0 plus 1, and then this will be our one partition. Similarly, we will apply this approach to the rest of our string. So I hope it makes sense, right? So now here we need couple of things, right? So first of all we need definitely one for loop, right? So if I have to write down the approach, so one for loop that will iterate to iterate each character, or I would say walk through, right? To go through to each character, or I think iterate is also fine, it's fine, right? So iterate each character, and I need another current max to see how far the character is in the string, right? Oops. So how far that character is in that string, right? And we need another thing, right? So we can use the map here to record the index. So map to store the corresponding indices. All right, so we need the map, we need the for loop, we need the current max variable to see that how far the character is in the string, right? And that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. We need another variable as well, that but I will not mix it here. I will introduce that later on so that it will make more sense that point of the time, right? So let's do this. Let's try to create couple of placeholders here. So let's say we need definitely here the integer result, right? So let's say result that we need here, and string cannot be null, right? So because it can be at least one line, so I'm not going to check any base condition here. What we can do here, we can take directly map. So let's say this is index map here, and then we can say new hash map. All right, now let's fill this hash map here. I plus plus index map dot put s dot char at I comma I. This is the corresponding index, right? Now we need another for loop as I mentioned earlier. So let's say here I equals to 0 as I is less than s dot length. Now here let's take one variable that's called current max, right? So this variable basically to check how far one character might be in string, right? That's why we are checking, we are taking this current max. Initially let's say it is 0, right? How we can check this current max? We can check, okay, if max dot max, we can check itself the same with the same variable itself. So basically current max comma index map dot get s dot char at I. Okay, very good. So now we know that this particular character, so for example a, right? So for example a, this maximum, basically maximum index is 8. That's what we know now. Okay, now we are having the running for loop that's having the I here. So what we can do, we can just keep running the I until it reaches to this maximum index, right? Why? Because consider this case. In this case, D is 9 and maximum index is 14, right? So now we need to check for E as well, and E maximum index is 15. So if we keep finding the characters that having the more maximum length, right? Then we will keep extending this partition, right? So for example, this partition is this circle. Now we find another character that is having the more, that is more further, right? Then we will increase this partition till here, right? So we will keep increasing the boundary of the partition based on the maximum index that we keep finding. Hope it makes sense, right? And then this for loop, we will keep checking, okay, if it is equal to current maximum or not. So here current maximum is the maximum boundary of that particular character. If it reaches to that current maximum, then we will basically search for the next partition, and we will record this thing as well, right? So we will record that partition length. So for example, if this current max, if it reaches to I, then what we will do, result dot add. So at this point, now we are having two variables, right? One is the current max, as we have seen here. So we are having map, we already took the map, we having a for loop, we have the current max. Now we need another variable that's called start. Why start? Because here the for loop I is keep increasing, right? So we cannot have, we need some variable that can we can go back and then we can calculate the maximum length, and then we can reinitialize the start once this I matches reaches to current max, right? So let's say I am having another variable that's called start here. So let's say this is also 0, and then let's say here current max minus start plus 1. Why we are doing plus 1 here? Because we are calculating the length, right? That's why we have seen this is the index wise, right? So these are the indices. So 8 minus 0 plus 1 would be 9 length, right? All right. Now let's go ahead and reinitialize this start as well. So start can be I plus 1, or it can be current max plus 1 as well, because they both are same here, right? So anything is fine, and then we are done. That's it, right? Go ahead and return result. So I hope this makes sense. We are just here using the concept. We are picking one character, and then we are checking, okay, what is the maximum boundary of this character. Once we find any other character that is having the more maximum boundary, then we will keep increasing the boundary, right? So for example, here we find D. Now we have this one potential boundary, this one partition. Okay, I should say the partition, not the boundary. This is the boundary, but this is one partition under the circle. All right, now we find here another character that's called E, and that E maximum index is here. So now our partition would be this one, right? So now our partition would be this one. If I choose maybe the different color, red color, so this is the basically new partition, right? So that's how we will keep increasing the maximum, current maximum. Once this I for loop, once it will be equivalent to that current max, then what we are doing, we are calculating that partition length, right, with the help of current max minus start is just another variable, so that we can just reinitialize. Once we find this partition, then we will reinitialize to the next index. So that is the benefit of having that another variable that's called start, and then we will calculate the partition size, and then we are done. Let's do this. Let's quickly check for the compilation errors. If there is not any, then we can jump to the complexity part here. So complexity part here is this is order of n, and as c basically we can say order of n here, because here we are using hash table data structure or hash map here. Hash table is a data structure name generally, but in Java, hash map and hash table, they both are the classes here. So let's not confuse with those naming things that I'm using. But here we are using hash map. Okay, so they both are linear because we are scanning this whole string. Now we already compiled. Let's go ahead and check if it is getting submitted. So it's getting submitted. One quick optimization we can do here, because S will consist only lowercase English letters from A to Z. So let's do this. Okay, so rather than having the collection always comes with some cost, right? If we already know, okay, this can be the fixed length, then basically we can use that fixed length itself, right? So let's say this uh, let's say index map, the same name. We can have here int 26, because these are the 26 characters in the form of integer, right? And then okay, so here what we can do, we can get rid of this code here. Index map s dot char at I minus, we can do a character, right? What does that mean? So a will have some ASCII code, internally ASCII code, and then this is s. So s dot char at I, this will also have some ASCII code, and then once we are reducing, subtracting this particular ASCII code, then it will give the corresponding index of that a, right? So if it is a, then the index would be 0. If it is b, then it will give the index of index ASCII code of b, that is basically, and that is basically some ASCII code, and then minus ASCII code of a, that will have the index 1, right? So this index, so the character b will have the index 1, character c will have the index 3, index 2, sorry, right? So accordingly, that's how we are doing, right? So that's the way to build this, and the advantages we are getting, we are only getting 26 characters, 26 length here. So let's quickly do this thing here as well. We don't need get here, we can do closing bracket and then minus a. All right, so we are done. Let's check for the compilation errors here. There is no any. We can submit, and then we can see, okay, so little bit increase the runtime, because it basically it's little faster as well, and the complexity also we can say that it's order of 1. However, we can argue for the earlier complexity as well, because it is only the lowercase English letter. So we can say, okay, it is only lowercase English letter, so it will be order of 1. But in that case, if we are using the collection, it will be dynamically allocating that memory. So it's basically sometimes tricky to have the discussion. So it's, if we are using like fixed size, then it says, okay, we are just using 26 characters, so it's definitely order of 1. It's not going to increase more than 26. But it's again the arguable things in terms of the hash map as well, from collection perspective. So I hope it makes sense. Very quick summary before ending this. This is the partition problem. We need to partition one string such that we have one character at most at one partition, and other characters will have in the another partition. So here the approach we are adapting here, basically we are going through each and every character. So, and we are going through each and every character, and then we are checking what is the maximum index we are already having. In order to achieve that, we are having the index map. We are maintaining the index map where we are maintaining the index of each and every character, so that we can easily access that index, and then we can find, okay, where this index is there, where this character is located in this string, right? I mean, at which index it is located, so that we can find the current max means the maximum index. Once we are able to find the maximum index, then we can just have another scanning in the for loop, and then we can check, okay, is there any other character exist that is having the further index itself. If it is not, then it's fine. If it is there, then we will be increasing that partition. So for example, this not C but from D, right? So from D it was this partition, and then we find another character, and then it's having the maximum index than D, then we increased our partition boundary by one character. Once this I will be coming to this current max, then we are reinitializing our start, and then we are just saying current max minus start itself is our this size. So this size 8 minus 0 plus 1, here 15 minus 9 plus 1, and here 23 minus 16 plus 1, right? So 987 is the output in this particular case, and that's what exactly we are doing here. So I hope it makes sense. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye.